Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? It's y'all boy Dolo. Y'all know how I'm coming, man. I'm back. And I just wanted to drop this video, man. I think about so much stuff. I just be needing outlets to express myself just in a way that, like, I could come back to and really replay my thoughts. Because, you have to be able to take initiative on what you're taking down, because your thoughts, they coming from God, bro. You never know what thought could change everything. You never know what thought, just with a little bit of action, just with a little bit of pursuance, where it could lead you. But in this video, I'm talking about purpose, bro. And if we look around, bro, like everything that I'm around right now, you know what I'm saying? Everything has a purpose. So at a young age, I was able to see, like, damn, literally everything in this world has like some type of purpose. Even if your purpose is so mundane as to work at a Walmart or work at a Target, work at a car wash, people need you. If we didn't have that in this world, something would not be able to actually work correctly. So that being said, we gotta look at us humans as, we say we the most evolved, we say we the most furthest and projectile throughout all of nature. But at the end of the day, if we just study nature, we'll get a lot. So really this video is a reminder to look at nature and look at yourself, because you ain't no other than nature. The same fucking air that you breathe in or breathe out, these birds do, the trees do, the plants do. So let's look at it also from this perspective, bro. All these trees you see in this world, you don't see not one misplaced. We could cut it down, but we've never seen a tree misplaced. We've never seen a bird misplaced. A bird might get up in some plastic, kill himself, do something, get hit by a car. But at the end of the day, everything is in its place. So from birds to cows, to chicken, to grass, to the stars, to the clouds, there's not one thing that we could say is like really out of place with nature. Like, there's not one thing that we could all agree on, like, damn, this is some really out of place ass thing in nature. So what does that let you know? It lets you know that behind this creation, it's a very thorough and in-depth plan of how things are supposed to go. And not only supposed to go, but almost like a system, we could say. And oftentimes we could think we so off in projecting our life, but whole time we are found. Whole time that was actually the best part of our life. Some people be like, this the worst part of my life. And then when they get out of it, they say, that was the best part of my life. So back to my last video, us trying to comprehend things with a human mind sometimes gonna leave us blind. It's not always gonna make sense, bro. But as we just look at this whole creation, humanity, we'll see a lot of things that correspond together. And just like how these trees, these plants, everything is in union. Us humans, even though we might have the brains and shit to think we not, we always are, bro. So that's why we always gotta trust in God, bro. Really, it don't matter what you bow down to, it don't matter what you pray to, but you gotta trust in it fully. I'm not saying give no 10% trust. I'm saying give your all to God. You need blind faith, because birds, chickens, cows, trees, they're not worried about all the things that they need. They're not worried about how am I gonna grow, if I'm gonna get enough sunlight, am I gonna get water. But you don't see hella birds, a flock of birds just dead somewhere on the news. You don't see this stuff, bro. Even with all the shit that's going on the planet, pollution, all that, you don't see nature ever really go too wrong, besides with humans. So I say this just to say, just like everything in nature has its purpose, remember that you have your purpose, bro. Remember you have your reasoning to be here. And your reasoning to be here is completely unique from anybody and everybody else's in the world. This plan and this thing that we undergoing right now as a human experience is way bigger than your mind could ever comprehend. And so that's back to some things are better off not knowing. I don't need to know exactly why I'm here right now making this video, but as long as I know that I'm here because I should be, I want to be, and I'm content with why God put me here, that's all that really matters in my opinion. So remember, you have a reason that you're here. Even when you think you don't, even when you might be a little frustrated, confused, you feel like you're not enough, you feel like all these emotions that we get as human beings, you're here for a reason, bro. And it's not rocket science. Even you walking, you could inspire somebody. Even you talking, somebody from the next room over could have heard something, change their life. There's been plenty of times where I told somebody something just off of love, and somebody who wasn't even in that conversation came up to me and tell me that I changed their life. And like, that's what we here for, y'all. You gotta remember, it's a universe. You could think that everything's separate. You, I'm me, and we all just gonna divide and separate and go upon our lives. But then we're gonna see if we hurt one, we're gonna hurt each other. If I hurt you, I'm hurting me. We all have a human nature. Just like birds don't swim and dolphins don't fly. Humans have the capability, they have the will to do a lot of these stuff and things that they might be out here doing, for instance, killing, shooting, all types of bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it very close. But it showed me something. And that's why we need even those people to show us what not to do sometimes, what plan they play in the whole construction of this universe, bro. So it's like a fly trying to understand the universe, or an ant trying to understand the whole world. You think an ant's worrying about all the places on the map and geography and all this stuff? No, they're not worried about that. They just living. So take some ease off yourself. I hope this video could help you take some weights off yourself and remind you everything that's happening is supposed to happen. Everything that's came up to now was meant for you. And you have a reason. You have a purpose. You are supposed to be here. And you're not misplaced. You're not any less than no other. But you are dope in your own individuality. And I just want y'all to remember that, because in this universe we can get caught up in all types of stuff going on. But before we get caught up in everything else, we should at least, in the game of life, know how to live. But I'm out, man. Wish y'all the best. You know what's going on. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.